Hello, everybody, and welcome to Protospiel Tested. This week we have Amanda and David with us, and we're going to be playing Cacti from Amelie Le-Roche. And we'll be by ourselves. She's not going to be joining us this time, but you can catch her trying to remember. Oh, Synchronize, we played with her a couple months ago. So you can watch the replay of that to see who she is. But anyway, Cacti is a little mint tin game, which you can on the Game Crafter, I believe. It's for sale there. Yeah, this is a nice, thing that is relatively new with the Game Crafter. They have these perfectly sized 4 mint tin cases, cards that are perfectly sized for that. So this is a packed tin, all cards, and this cool foldy rule book.
Wow, that's easy.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've had this game for a few months, but I've just been freshening up on the rules, so we can head over to the game table, and let me share my screen so everybody can see what we're doing. And we're just skipping ahead here. We came into screen top in advance and got ourselves seated at our seats, but Cacti is not on the homepage of ScreenTop GG as of right now. Maybe it'll get featured eventually, but there will be a link to how you can play Cacti on ScreenTop yourself in the replay for the YouTube video. So you can see that in the description below if you're watching the replay. Okay, so this is actually a pretty quick, snappy game where I'll zoom in on my own hand here so you can see what the possible scoring things are. Each of us have these 4 scoring cards that will either apply to a row or column depending on how we place them. So 2 points per same cactus type, 2 points for same pot type, 1 point per different cactus type, and 1 point per different pot type. And there's 6 types of pots and 6 types of cactus. And I'm guessing that it shuffles newly every time. Let me see. Every time the table lays out, but I'm clicking on one card, then I'm doing Control A. I'm going to, I think it's Z, shuffle, like make sure they're really definitely shuffled.
Oh, I didn't realize.
What's that?
You could. I didn't realize you could do that. Like you could shuffle while things were all splayed out.
I think there was a time when you realized that because you and Zoe demonstrated it.
That's the same. That's that same feature. I wasn't thinking about it that way because those were like tiles, and these are
right.
the same thing. Yep.
But yeah, based on your advice, Emily was able to set this up in a way that makes setup really easy. So that's nice. And we have these play slots here. So you see that when I pick it up, I have like spots I can drop it. Now there aren't locked positions here in the grid. They're just kind of free moving. And that's what we're going to be doing a lot of is swapping cards and flipping cards in the grid. And but we'll place these down face down when we do them, so you won't know what I'm hoping to get out of this row when I play my scorecard, but I've got something in its set once I put it down. So we can because we have 3 players, it's allowed to put something opposite me. If I were to put something here, you could put something on this side still, and 2 people could end up scoring the same row. And the same with columns. But if you were playing 2 players, like once I put something here, my opponent can't put anything on the opposite side.
Clever.
So, and then we have these reference cards that show the different ways the cactus can look and the different ways the pots. And flowers are also for scoring. So the way the game is going to work is we'll each have 4 turns, and each turn you have to swap 2 cards, flip one of the cards to the lock side, meaning it can't ever be swapped again, and then place a scoring card like I was just talking about. And that's all there is to it. But then scoring at the end is important for making all those decisions. So I'll just read you directly from the rules what it says about scoring. When the last player has placed their last scorecard, all scorecards are revealed and tallied. All 6 pots and cacti will score points, whether in a row or a column, even the empty pot at the top and the lonely cactus at the bottom. See what we're talking about there? Okay. Each scorecard is scored according to its description and earns 1 point per flower in its row column. The back of the cards that are locked don't have flowers on them. So you can lock it to know it's going to be in a place, but you're going to lose the flowers.
Gotcha.
And some cards have multiple flowers. I think maybe 2 might be the max. No, there's one with 3 here. So it can be at the base of the pot or on the cactus itself.
Oh, right.
And the player with the highest total score wins the game. In the case of a tie, the player with the most flowers wins. So, now I think we just have to decide who goes first, unless you have any questions. Oh, and there's also this... oops, wrong way. What is it Z?
I think F if you're trying to make it go up.
Okay. And then Shift F to go down? Okay.
Shift F to go down, yeah.
Yeah, and then also there's all this, you can look at the rules up here and details about setup. It says to select the cards and shuffle like I just did. And gameplay and scoring. You can, if you want basically a player aid for yourself, you can look at swap flip score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in case I didn't make it really clear, it's one of the cards that you just swapped that you flip over. It's not like you swap 2 cards and then lock any card. You swap 2 cards and lock one of them that was involved in the swap.
Okay, the lock has to be one of the ones that's swapped.
Right. So, how to decide who goes first?
1, 2, 3, not it.
What's like the hardest math problem we could do?
Maybe we should say
counting to 3, apparently, for us.
Maybe we can say the person who's won first place in the Cardboard Edison Award can go first.
Hey, I like that. That's a good announcement. It's just like, nope, I'm leaving. I'm not having it.
Yeah, sure. I can go first. Wow, way to sneak that in.
Yeah.
No, that was great, actually. That was super freaking amazing.
Yeah, so that would be roommates, in case anybody watching hasn't heard that. David's submission was in the in-person or physical copy track for roommates, and he won first place in Cardboard Edison. So very excited to hear what comes of that as time goes on.
Yeah.
I'm sure David is too.
I am too, yeah. Yeah, nothing yet, but it's also only been like 2 days. So.
Right. Jeez, hurry up, everybody!
Right
Gosh, I mean, like
where are all the publishers?
Weren't they among the judges? Come on now.
Yeah,
they shouldn't be surprised.
I played it last night for the first time. I think since I submitted it in January. I did a playtest with Jamie and someone from their Discord group. And I like definitely forgot some of the rules. But otherwise I think it went pretty well. Yeah, so super exciting. And shout out to all the Protospiel people who have played it and contributed. It's very much appreciated.
Yay.
There was always one that was on my list, but I never got to play it.
This is the thing Jamie and I were talking about, is like it's a game that it's like on a lot of people's radars, but very few people have actually had a chance to play it. So it's the sort of like
secret
mystery game that like people seem like it's like a very elaborate scam that I've run. That, like, the game doesn't actually exist.
Okay, so it's like crypto coins, but better.
Yeah, it's my own version of an NFT. But yeah, no, it's real. It's real, and apparently people like it, so it's good.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can go first if that's what we're using as the determination.
Yeah, and let's go in name order listed in the screen top table. So that'll mean Amanda goes next, and then I'll go last.
Sure, that works. Cool. Okay.
And I guess I should start looking for some patterns for myself once it is my turn.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to change the board that much.
Weird.
I think I'm going to change this one and this one. And then I'm going to lock this one.
Wait. You have to lock one of them that you swapped? I don't think that's one you swapped.
You're right. It is one of the ones I swapped. So I'll do this one here.
Okay.
And then I will place this over here.
Oops. Okay.
Reacquainting with how to use this one, because it's been a second.
Yeah. F is flip. I think, can you hover F, or do you have to click and flip?
Ooh. You do need to click and flip.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be the case.
The one that trips me up is rotating. Q and E don't rotate the object, they rotate the camera.
R rotates the object.
R rotates the object. And that's the same thing, where you either need to be holding it or clicking it to...
Gotcha.
You can't just rotate on hover. You have to actually be interacting with the object.
Great. All right, I'm going to be super fast with my turn. I'm going to move this guy, like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I place one of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ebida. It happened. It worked.
Wonderful.
All right. I have no idea what these scorecards are. No idea.
No idea at all. We're not being like super duper obvious. It's fine.
Let's see.
I didn't come here to be subtle. Amanda, I think you have to lock down one of the cards you moved as well.
Okay, fine. That one? There you go. Bye-bye. Teamwork is dreamwork, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Whoa.
What's going on?
I just saw a thing in Restream. It looks like there's an option to add a ticker now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Woo. Is that for like the little chat thingy? No, we already have the chat thingies. What is that for?
I'm going to do something right now.
Do it.
Yeah, that's been a highly requested feature.
Oh, the little scrolly guy. Yeah,
it's
okay.
very fast. I wish we could adjust how fast it scrolled, but that's
Well, it repeats though, right? So
yeah.
You could
have
put a
plenty of
bunch of
chances to read
spaces
it.
in there, maybe.
That's true. Yeah, like if I filled it up with like a bunch of
Yeah, then it wouldn't be a bunch in a row. It would just be one, and it would, even though it's going fast, it would just be one.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay,
Sorry, that was not very professional to be testing new features.
No, that's all right.
Live on screen.
When have we ever been highly professional here?
That's not me. That's not why Heather invited me to come do this. Just saying.
Oh shoot, I think I have to go now.
Yes.
Oh my gourd. I think.
Oh, yeah, and I think these number counters, I think they're simply just to help you like count your score at the end. I don't think you need to use them in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Ooh, excuse me. All right, I'm all set.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like that. That's a good idea. That's the one. That's the guy. Oh, but then oh, you're stupid. Okay, cool. Hold on. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're going to do the thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. And then and wait, what was it? This one, right? Got it. Clickety click, clickety boom. Ow. Okay. So, David, what was the process for getting your stuff submitted into Cardboard Edison?
Oh God. It was the submissions were due by the end of January. And essentially, like when you first submit, you have to have your rule book and a pitch video that's less than 5 minutes long. And then I think there were a couple other things on the application that were just sort of questions about the game, like a little blurb about it, and I think like player count and stuff like that, if I'm remembering correctly. But like the two pieces of things that you absolutely needed to bring were the video and the rulebook. And then they closed submissions, and then at the end of February, they announced who made it to the finalists. The other thing you had to do at the beginning. Sorry, Heather, what's up?
I just made a mistake.
Oh.
You go ahead. I just confused myself, that's all.
The interesting. Sorry, I'm like pausing during story time.
That's okay.
Make sure you're paying attention to what's going on in the game as well as telling the story.
I think yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Let's put this here.
Looks like a real good plan to me.
Lock that down. I'm going to put this here. So the other thing that you needed to do when you submit is tell them which of the two tracks you're going down. So they have like the online track, which is like you send in a Tabletopia or TTS mod. And then the in-person track is like you're basically committing that if you make it to the finalists, you're going to have to send them a physical prototype.
Okay.
So I went with in-person. There were 238 total submissions this year. And then I think they picked...
For that track or for both
total,
tracks combined?
Total. Yeah, I don't know what the split was between in-person and digital. They didn't share that. My guess is, if I had to just shooting from the hip, I would guess that there were more digital submissions than physical.
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense.
Was that the reason that you picked physical, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. I also like Roommates is also a very tactile game, and I think it's more fun physically. Most games are, but like I felt like it would do better if the judges were actually able to move the bits around and interact with the physical thing. So yeah, I like a part of it was like speculating that it would maybe be competing against fewer options, but the other piece was just that I felt like it would be a better experience. So yeah, and then at the end of February, they announced who made it to the finalists. It was 10 games for each track, and then you had a month to get them the prototype. So either the digital one or the physical one, depending on which track you went on. You had a whole month to like maybe make some tweaks and edits to it, finishing touches. And then between March and June, that's when they were playing the games.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's a lot of people who are judges. Like,
a lot.
Actually, maybe I could even on the stream kind of show everybody what we're talking about. They have like all the headshots of it.
Yeah.
It's there.
And it's a lot of names. Many people who are watching this will probably recognize a lot of the names.
That's cool.
This is
if like to sort of peek behind the curtain a little bit. So when you make it to the finalists, you also get like an email of notes from the judges, from the judges who like reviewed the pitch stuff. So you get like a handful of notes before you send them the prototype. And then all of the finalists get like a very robust package of notes. So I have notes from 13 people who played the game.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so I've got like
15?
13.
13, okay.
Yeah, and I don't know. So this is the other thing that I'm not sure of. I can see what player count each of them played it at. I would open it up and just show people, but it's also got their like personal contact information on it, so I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds like this is not a doc stream.
Yeah, no. But so you can see how many players were in the player count that they played it at. I think some of the judges were playing with each other. But I don't know like who played with who and like which play. So like I don't know
which ones are the same game.
Yeah, like I don't know like how many of those people like from the different player counts were in the same games, or like how many people were like friends that they invited over to play, or what.
Right.
So I think it's probably more than 13 people played it because the math doesn't check out otherwise. But
right, they're all in different places too.
They also, they're all in different places. I have no idea where the game is right now.
Oh yeah, because if it was a physical one,
Oh, yeah.
They had to mail it to each other, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Which is a
gosh.
part of that's the other thing I didn't mention. To enter, there is a $10 submission fee. I think that is waived if you are if you subscribe to their Patreon.
Okay.
You don't have to pay the fee, but I'm not, so it was like $10 to enter, and that money goes towards paying for the games to get passed around. I'm pretty sure the judges aren't compensated, but the like shipping fees get passed around. And I also know that the judges are supposed to decline reviewing a game if they know the designer. So, for example, like Jamie, who we know from Protospiel and Building, they were given roommates as like a thing to work during the initial phase of it, and they were like, I know this person, I know too much about this game, I can't do it. So they like backed out of reviewing it. So like that's like another part of the process. You're not supposed to be pitching the game to other publishers if you are submitting, which I know some of you did. If you're watching, I saw you. Not to back you out, but I did take notes. So you're not supposed to pitch it to other publishers. You also are not supposed to put it on Kickstarter. I think there's like a 6-month like window or something, 6-month or 12-month window that you're not supposed to like flip it and toss it on Kickstarter, which is another thing people have done in the past. But yeah, it's all sort of like honor system stuff, and it's also almost definitely my turn right now.
Oh yes, sure. That's okay. We're listening. Rapt attention.
Let's see. So yeah, that is the process. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a lot, and that's a long waiting period. But I guess if there's like over 300 games, that takes quite a while to play all of that, especially if anybody submits a game that's like one of those big heavy games. Like, is there guidelines to like you can't submit like 5x games or stuff like that, or is it literally open to anything?
You can submit whatever you want.
Okay.
Where do I want to put this? I think I want to put it over here. Yeah, there's no restrictions on the games you submit. I think aside from maybe some content things, like the same sort of stuff you might see in a playtesting server, like nothing with like, like
graphic or racist or
like I don't. And also, like, that wouldn't even do well. Like, if it did make it, so like the judges would just turn it down. So like,
they'd just be like, "Ew."
Yeah, like, don't submit that. But yeah, no, that one of the games that made it to the finalist in the in-person track was by Peter C. Hayward, who did. He had a game out earlier this year. I think it was either this year or last year, called "That Time You Killed Me," that Pandasaurus put out.
Lovely.
One of his games made it to the finalists in the in-person track, and it was like in the description, it was like very clearly a heavy worker placement game. But then one of the other ones that made it to the in-person finalists was like, I think like a 20 card, 18 card like social deduction game. So the span of stuff that got submitted is like very, very wide. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well. Sorry. I'm thinking probably a lot harder than either of you are now. Trying to play well.
I am I am not terribly concerned about fully winning the cactus game. It's good time. We're having fun. We're hanging out, drinking our mustard water, putting our cats in timeout. Like we're doing the Thursday thing.
Right.
That's right.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, Sure. I don't know. It's maybe not the best, most optimal play, but it's not a bad play. And this is the last move, right?
That's the last move.
That's it.
So it's pointless for me to even put this face down because I'm just gonna flip it face up right after I do that.
Lovely.
So seems like it would be best to just sort of narrate everything that's going on because there's not that much going on, right?
Sure.
And make it so everybody can see what's happening. So maybe we'll just, as if player order, we'll do David first, then Amanda, then me. So,
Yeah. So for this, it was 2 points per same pot. Same pot type. So 1, 2, 3 times 2 is 6. So I just pick one pot type, right? And
right,
do
yeah.
that.
You
Right.
pick the one that makes the most sense, yeah.
Yeah. So that would be 6, and then I add flowers to that.
Sure, you can do that now. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10, yeah.
Because I'm only counting the ones that
13.
went towards those points, right?
No, wait, what? You'd count everything in this row.
You count all the flowers in the row.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh, wow.
I think I accidentally put a bunch of flowers in one of my rows, not even realizing it, or columns.
So
It's
yeah,
pretty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
13. Yeah.
Cool. And then I keep going. One for each different pot types. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow.
Oh wait, that's green and green, isn't it?
Oh, it
Oh,
is green
yeah,
and green.
green and
Yep,
green.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's close
5.
though. I don't know
1,
which one you're missing. I can't tell. It's the pink one. It's the
3,
pink one.
4, 5, 6. And we do not count the ones that are.
Yeah, you do. You do
Okay.
count the
1,
lonely
2,
cactus and the lonely pot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then 2 points per same cactus type. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times
Oh,
2 is
geez.
10. Rotating my thing. I'm gonna get a ton of flowers too. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. And then one more different cactus type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and flowers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you might say this is a high-scoring game.
David has scored really high. I'm not sure.
That can't be right.
I mean,
we'll see.
once we do my score, if I get
begin.
like 14, then maybe we did it wrong. We'll find out. Okay, I went in the same row over here that David did, so this is the same score as what he got in the first place. So that was
Right.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's
this
what I
is-
remember.
And then around the corner this way, this is 2 points per same cactus type. I matched him again. You know, I found the smart one, and I was just like, I'll copy what he's doing.
followed
Great.
me, followed me into the void.
Yes, I did.
Oh, what's
10.
interesting is, David scored the same column twice, though, for different cactus type and different pot type. Interesting.
18, so that's 18 points there. Okay. And then this one that I scored all by myself, 1 point per different cactus type, but I don't think I did as good. I've got that one and the chubby one and the pointy one.
The three one.
It does have all different kinds.
That's
no, you have
good.
two of the same. I think this
one the little
and
chubby
this one
ones.
are the same.
Yeah.
But
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 1 point per different one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let go. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. And then the last one is this guy, 1 point per different pot type. And there are blue, green, light blue, pink, brown, purple. Yay!
Nice.
Did I do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yahaha! Yahaha! Did I? Well, I'll show you later. Koroks. Don't worry about it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, wow. You beat him. At least him. You might beat me too. I don't really think I did as good as that, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Heather, I will never believe you when you say that. You're like, I didn't do so good, and then you get 20 more points than everyone.
I mean, I don't think the 2 points per same things, I didn't do so good in those. So flowers could potentially save me, but we'll see what happens. So 4 for same pot type, whether I did purple or pink here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
And there's one more up here.
6. So 7, right? Can I just do that? Can I type 7 at all?
No.
Nope. That's too bad.
Anyway. It sure is.
Hey, Stream Top friends, by the way.
For a different pot type, I think I got all the different pots.
You know what you can do, though? If you right-click it, there's an option, set, and you can choose the number that you want it to be.
Okay. That's nice. So I do have all 6 kinds of pots. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Total of 13. So 20. And this one is same cactus type of 3, so I get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oops. Oh my goodness. Mouse troubles. And it's going to have to be a pretty good row. Different cactus types. I think I have 5 different cactus. I have this one and this one are the same.
Yeah, it's
different. Yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. 44. So you do win, and I I'm in the last place.
Holy shit, that's amazing. Highly unexpected.
Where's the confetti? Can we turn the confetti on?
What did you say?
I want this.
Oh, you want the confetti. I see. Very good.
Oh, I should probably be Fixed it. Yay.
Yay, Amanda wins.
Are these all of the cards in the tin? Like you use them all for every game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and also speaking of celebrating Amanda, she had a event that she'd been planning locally here. So it must feel really good to know that that's done, even though you're going to have another one in October where they
No, we're not talking about that until the end of July. Oh my God.
But it's
I've been planning
kind of
this
soon
one
again,
since
right?
March. February is when I started planning this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super cool.
Now you know how
fun.
I feel when I was having Protospiel online every 3 months. You're like,
no.
no.
Like, that's a lot.
I don't understand how that was happening. Like now that I've seen like what goes on behind the scenes, and
that she was doing it like all by herself, basically. Yeah,
I can't.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's
well,
why we're only doing it every 4 months, right?
It has grown more complicated as time has gone on too. Like the first 3 were more simple. They were using simpler tools, but they were more manual, right, work.
Right,
so,
yeah.
And so I was more, like it wasn't as complicated or hard to understand or time consuming to set up in the first place, but I was in constant alert, like, oh, somebody needs something, somebody needs something, somebody needs something. You know what I mean? Which I'm not that, but it's more complicated to set it up. It's a trade-off. But yeah, so Amanda does aerial. Well, you call it aerial acrobatics?
Aerial arts or circus arts or whatever. I do stupid human tricks and try to not drop myself on my head. It's a good time.
Does that here?
Yeah, kind of like Cirque du Soleil with those silks, right? That if you've ever gone to Cirque du Soleil and you know those like fabric is hanging down from the ceiling and they climb up it and twist it around their body and make sort of artistic poses. Also fall.
The one that's like in a
carefully.
ring. What's the one that's
Lyra.
Like she does that.
Cool.
They also had they had some people on the ring and some people doing silks. Yeah. They were all in costumes. It was you called it Garden of Mythos, and like everybody was themed based on a mythological
and monsters. Yeah.
creature.
So
yeah.
There was lots of like sirens and nymphs and things like that. But then I also had like orcs and vampires, and it was super freaking cool. It was a good time. Wait, here. Oh, we got our preview pictures from the professional photographer. Put that in chat, and you can poke through. Everybody got one shot. It's on Facebook, so.
Okay.
Oh, I can't.
Let me see. I might be able to.
Did you get banned on
Facebook?
Facebook?
Wow.
No, I don't have Facebook.
He banned.
Oh, no, you can click on it.
I think it's public. Myself.
Oh,
that's fair.
Here, I'll grab yours, Amanda, and
okay,
put it in so everybody can see it really quick. Here.
So that's cool. My video does the jumpy thing all the time now, even when it's not plugged in.
Yeah, Yay. I saw that.
Oh no.
I don't know why that's happening. Probably means my video card's dying or something.
Yikes.
It'll be fine. I mean, at this point...
shot.
Oh, wow.
You were Persephone? Yes?
Yes, queen of the underworld. And there's little tiny pomegranate seeds all over me, and that costume sheds little bedazzled pomegranates everywhere. They're in my car. They're everywhere. It's like glitter, but bigger.
I also kind of want to show like the Phoenix. That Phoenix costume was really cool.
Oh yes, absolutely. Jen's friend Deanna did like so much work on that. Like all of those pieces are custom made because her neighbor is like her best friend, and it's fantastic. But yeah, Jen is our oldest member. She's like 54 and does this actively and teaches 5 classes a week and trains at least 3 hours on her own aside from doing all that teaching?
You can't quite see everything that's cool about the costume in this picture. She had really cool like face paint and stuff in her hair.
Yeah.
And she started the whole thing in a ashen cape, like laying kind of on the ground, covered with this gray like sheet, which was like orange inside. It was cool. Very neat.
It was super awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was good to be able to actually see a whole show this time planned ahead. It's a ticketed event in this like the outdoor space in our local like indie theater called The Lyric. It's a very funky, interesting outdoor space.
It's super
like
cool. It's got
a fence made out of doors and stuff. A bus.
A fence made out of swords?
Doors.
Oh, doors.
Old doors.
I'll pass on that.
Don't hop the sword fence. It's a bad plan.
Sword fence sounds rad. I don't know about the door fence, but I'll take your word for it.
It actually is pretty cool. Like it's sort of Alice in Wonderland-y, I guess.
Oh yeah. I think that was the whole feel that he was going for. But yeah.
So all kinds of wins this week that we're kind of impromptu celebrating on Protospiel Tested, because this will be our last one for a while. We're going to go on hiatus until August, and with this one most likely coming back in a very similar way, but we're also taking a hiatus from Table Talk, and that might change forms and not be weekly on Twitch. It might be produced in a different way. We're talking about it, so we'll see what happens, but we have it planned to be back in September and just take a summer break, so that'll be right after our next Protospiel Online. We'll be doing some streams that are specific to support the August event, so we're not going to be completely gone from Twitch, but just our usual weekly content is on break for the time being. David is moving states, so
I am moving states.
Which one did you pick? Which one are you going to?
It's going to be a surprise.
You better show up at Heather's house for the 4th of July. That would be amazing.
No,
I would not. Well, your new work meets in the middle in Denver, so you might be here sometimes because of that.
Yeah, it's true. I will probably end up visiting Colorado from time to time, but I'll be moving to Philadelphia this summer.
Oh wow!
And by the summer, I mean in like 20 days. All
right. Yep. It's fine.
It's
I
not
can see how much you've packed up back there.
So that's happening. That's like part of the reason why we're taking a bit of a break, among other reasons. But
I'll be traveling too. It's good to just have some time to catch up on other types of work for a Protospiel. So
that's fair.
Yes. Exactly.
I won't know what to do on Thursdays without you. I'll just sit here in my little corner like, hey guys. Hey, just hanging out by myself.
Nothing to say we can't play games. Actually, you could just come to my house and play a game.
There you go.
Think of that. And there's no production necessary.
Hey.
It doesn't have to be recorded.
My cat's meowing underneath my chin all the time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's another reason it's nice to take a break, because it's summer and it's easier to visit people in the summer in COVID times. So, yeah.
Yes.
Good to have time for that. But thank you two very much for joining me and kicking my butt at this game. Oh well, you were the one, and you were the ones also gabbing away, and I have no excuse.
You got all the way up in your head, and you what did you call it? Analysis paralysis yourself.
I can see why in the 2-player one there's the rule where you can't play on the direct opposite, because
you'll get the same.
You would just copy everybody's.
It kind of reminds me of Targi, actually.
I really need to play Targi.
I haven't played that.
It's a 2-player only game. Very unique sort of worker placement situation. You're placing your workers just like we were placing our scorecards on the edge of this grid, you're placing your meeples on the edge of the grid. And it's sort of like you only get to collect resources represented on cards that are in the crosshairs of where you put your meeples, and you get to place 3 meeples each round. It's very interesting because it's a very small box. It's just a deck of cards and some meeples, but it's pretty deep. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of strategy and thinking that you do. So
yeah, it's on Board Game Arena.
Oh, cool.
Hey.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Both of you, whenever you're done traveling and you're done packing.
Well, we could always just boot up an async.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how
only 2 people can play that one.
That's true.
That's all right. You 2 play and I'll commentate and I'll judge you harshly.
All right, fair enough. You can be included that way.
I do really want to try it though, because I've heard a lot of good things about that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very glad we bought it. We've enjoyed it every time we play. So I can recommend. All right, everybody. Well, since we're not doing this one again, reminder, we have Protospiel online in August, the 26th through the 28th. 24 hours a day open. This time we will have everybody from the Tabletop Mentorship Program with us. As far as I understand it, Tabletop Mentorship Program is switching to doing once per year. I think probably always in the summer. And so for this round, for this year, for the 2022 cohort, anybody who is part of that wants it, mentees and mentors, are going to have free badges to Protospiel Online, which is really exciting. We should have lots of people to play with and spend time with at Protospiel Online in August. And we'll also be announcing very soon the buddy match system that will happen before Protospiel Online. And that's a little bit of a separate thing from Tabletop Mentorship Program, folks. If you are somebody that's in Tabletop Mentorship Program, you won't know whether you got accepted yet when the buddy match has happened. But you might choose to buy a badge to be able to participate in the buddy match. But if you don't do that, there will also be the group of people that are specific to Protospiel Online attendees formed inside the Tabletop Mentorship Program. And I will be the, what do they call the faculty member? I don't know what they call it.
Your official title is HBIC. Head bitch in charge. Thought you knew.
I'll be doing like some Q&A sessions with that group. So you'll be able to meet each other and me just as a large group instead of being part of the buddy match.
Yeah.
But
there's also
more info about this coming out soon. Yeah.
Tabletop Mentorship, if you get accepted, you also have access to their entire Discord, which is during the mentorship is super active and people are talking and collaborating and sharing things back and forth. So if you get in, and hopefully you do, there will be plenty of people that you can connect with in other ways if you don't do the buddy match. So
right.
Awesome.
You will not be alone.
Yeah, they told me that they believe about 300 people total will be able to be matched. So about 150 pairs will be created. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Shout out to my tabletop mentor, Rob Newton, who got unrelated, different Newton.
Right, right. Yes, that's right.
He totally took roommates to the next level in terms of really helped out with the video pitch, which I think was a huge part of
awesome
getting it to the finalists. So if it's a thing that you've been on the fence about doing either as a mentor or as a mentee, I think submissions are closed now, but next time around,
mm-hmm.
for real, consider doing it because it is so great.
Yeah, agreed.
Got 6 months. Do it.
Right. Yeah, you could. That's a completely different kind of thing, though. You don't really have to be impressive to be.
No.
It's not a contest like Cardboard Edison is. It's just a lot of people need to raise their hand and say what they want and what they can help with.
Yeah, you just need to like have a project identified that you want to work on. And it can be anything tangentially related to gaming. Like there are people who do it for content creation and gaming. There are people who like do it for designing games or publishing, or like it can be whatever, like making a community that's related to gaming. Like it's all in there. So it's whatever you want it to be. You just need to have sort of like, you go in with a set of goals that you want to achieve by the end of it.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
It's awesome.
That sounds super cool. I feel like I need to be a part of it, and I'm not even making games.
Yeah.
Or well, you're making content with us, I guess.
I am a content creator now. Hooray!
You do community moderation within a gaming.
That's fair.
Community.
That's
like
fair.
You do have things that you could offer as a mentor.
All right, cool.
This is a thing that they always, they're like, if you think you don't have enough experience to do this, you do. They really need more mentors. Is a thing that they have said.
I'll look into it. What's the link for that again?
They actually recently, I think, started their first website. They didn't have one before, I think. So I think it's tabletop. I think they only had a Twitter before.
Oh.
Mentorship.org.
Yes,
I think. Let me make sure. Okay.
Blurb it in the short. And
that's it. Yep.
So, yeah, like we said, closed for this session, but something to keep in mind when they reopen next year.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure. Not sure exactly when, but I would not be surprised if it doesn't open again until May. Yeah. April or May. That would just be my guess, so don't quote me on it. But anyway.
Well, that gives me plenty of time to figure out if I know how to do a thing and like maybe quit one or two of my jobs to do something else.
Right. That's what I was going to say, because Amanda needs a 7th job.
Yeah, you should.
No, that would be 8. That would be 8.
You should definitely sign up for this like 3-month commitment.
Oh yeah. I literally rubbed the skin on my eyelids raw from planning this freaking event. Like they're just now getting better like a week later because I'm always just like, oh my god, like the week of like it's mystical and magical. So we had like tarot card readers, and like the week of the 2 that I had scheduled, they canceled one right after the other. And I was like, okay, cool, fine. I'll figure it out. And we got them replaced. And then somebody else had to drop out. And I was like, oh, yep, I am not an event planner. So
yeah, it sounds like you definitely need a thing in your life where someone's relying on your expertise.
Yeah, yes, absolutely, yes. And we got 2 new guys at work at my main job, and so we're also working through training them to do part of my job. And I'm like, if you could just catch on to this way more faster, that would be way more better for me. Thanks. I twitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's fine. But yeah, no. But once we got everything evens back out, that'd be fine. That'd be great. We're gonna be a tabletop mentor. It's gonna be super cool.
Well, thank you 2 so much for playing with me and for the last few months of our first kind of pass at figuring out Protospiel Tested. It's exciting that we have a ticker. We can figure out how to use that. Thanks for finding that, David. When we come back, watch out for the cool ticker when we come back.
Wait, hold on. Is that the right way? That's the wrong way. Hold on. Yeah, this way. That's the way. Everything's backwards. Never got used to that.
And and we'll see everybody for this in September. And we'll see you for Protospiel Online in August, and a few streams that we'll be doing between now and then specific to that event.
Yee.
See you next time.
Bye.